Pretty Lady has just walked into the booth to call the play-by-play with you, Red.
Thank you, Bob. This is the ladies' event, and it's time to the 100th of a second, Red. These horses are so close in their competition. Our first contestant, this is her first full year in professional competition. Dana Cogburn slips. That horse stumbles. He had nowhere to go, did not mean to run by that barrel, but in order to keep from falling down, had to go forward to maintain his footing. That will probably put her out of the competition here in the semifinals.
Well, Pam, of course, we don't have any idea if anybody's going to knock over any barrels, but a 15:29 is pretty slow in this arena.
That's right, and a 5-second penalty is added if they do hit a barrel. Janet Powell, Athens, Texas, the United Airlines Flash. She has been racking up consistent wins on the Winston Tour, making a good run here. A little bit wide off the third barrel, but kept the momentum, kept the speed up.
With a 14.97.
14.97, Pam.
That's a good run, and that'll be the time to beat now. Here's Charmaine James, last year's world champion. Her first year in competition, she was the Rookie of the Year, the National Finals winner, and the world champion at the tender age of 15.
And she needs to be under 15 to go to the final.
Well, with this run that she's making on her good horse Scamper, I'm sure she'll do it.
14.88. So definitely Charmaine James will go to the finals.
Now, Martha Josie needs to be under a 14.9 then to make the finals. This is not her horse. She was the 1980 world champion. She's just trying this horse. It belongs to a different girl. Well, there we see our 5-second penalty. That'll knock her out. A good run, though, from our 1980 world champion, Martha Josie. So that means that Janet Powell from United Airlines, Charmaine James from Jolly Rancher will be going to the finals.
And we'll be right back after this. Well, I know it's time for barrel racing. They're setting the electric timers, and Pam Minnick just joined us in the booth.
The horse breaks that electronic eye with his nose when he crosses it, and then again when he runs out of the arena. It's time to the 100th of a second, and to start the pace, Charmaine James, #1 in the world. Her second year in professional competition, she's already won $150,000 in 2 years on the circuit. Making a great run here on a horse Scamper.
And a good time, Pam. 14.65.
Well, that'll put the pressure on Janet Powell. Janet rides for United Airlines. Her horse works extremely well in buildings. We're looking for tight turns and speed in the straightaway. A little bit of trouble goes by her first barrel. Now, that'll cost her precious 100th of a second tick away. The horse shakes his head a little bit there, too. All in all, Charmaine's run looked a little bit smoother, but let's see what the time says.
And Pam, it's 14.69. That's 4/100ths of a second separating first and second place.
And you know, when you measure that on a clock, that's the blink of an eye. Let's watch this run again of Charmaine James representing Jolly Rancher. This is the style, the form that's won her the World Championship last year and in the lead for the world this year. And here's Lionel with Charmaine.
Charmaine, your horse must be feeling a lot better. It ran real good, and you won it here in Wichita. 4/100ths of a second, but you pulled it out.
Well, it may have been 4/100ths, but I did win it, and it was real close, and Janet Powell did do really good, and I'm just glad that everything's working out real good for me now.
Congratulations.